What's poppin', LA? It's your host, Angie. Thank you guys so much for tapping in with me. Today we're going live with an artist by the name of Be Wise, and we're going to discuss the remix to his track, Ex Gangsta. I want to know the meaning behind his artist name, and I want to know what he enjoys the most about being an artist. So let's tap in with him and let's see what's good. Shout out to my girl Caress for tapping in. What's poppin', LA? We got Forever Solid in here. Hey, what's poppin', LA? We got Grind Hard Keyboy in the building. What's good, family? And we got 9A Day. Hey, y'all, what's poppin', LA? Thank you so much for tapping in. Hope y'all are having a great week so far. So I'm going to send him the request right now. Let him know we're live. Where's everybody tapping in from? Let me know. You already know we got LA in the building. Okay, dope. So he's here right now. Perfect. Gonna have him join us just in a few minutes. Cincinnati. We got Cincinnati in the building. I love that. I love that. Yeah, so Cincinnati, LA, poppin' vibes. Speaking of poppin' vibes,
What's good? What's good?
What's
Good? How
poppin'
you doing?
LA? How's it going?
What's good with you?
Thank you so much for tapping in. Are you in New Jersey right now? Where you at?
I'm in Jersey.
Yes, we got Jersey in the building, LA in the building. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for tapping in with me. Super excited to get to know you as an artist, as an individual. So, yeah, let's just get things popping. First things first, I did want to take time to speak about the meaning behind your artist name. You go by Be Wise, but it's also AKA MAD. I know there are two different names, two different meanings, so let's get into it. So what's the meaning behind the first name, Be Wise, and then what's the meaning behind the second name, MAD, or if you call it MAD? So speak on it.
The first Be Wise, right? That actually came from like my cousin. You know what I mean? Like when we was in Broadway State Prison, a part of the Lifers Group Rappers. You know what I mean? He named me Be Wise back then. You know what I mean? Because I always was like trying to kick some knowledge or whatever, right? You know what I mean? But MAD, that come from two different places. MAD is like my alter ego. You know what I mean? That's one. But the first place it come from, when I was little, I had fat cheeks. So I used to look like when I used to smile, I used to look like that Mad on the Mad comic book.
Okay.
Mad on the Mad comic book.
Okay.
I used to look like him because I got a gap in my tooth, right? So I used to look like him and I had freckles and all that. So, you know what I mean? That's where it first came from. But then as I got older and my character kind of like hardened, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It became like Mad, like I'm mad, like MAD, like Mad.
Yes. And I like that it was kind of like you started out with one name, kind of like your childhood name you grew up with, and then you kind of evolved into something else, your alter ego. So I like that you have that alter ego because it's like, what we going to get in this track? We're going to get Be Wise, we're going to get MAD. So I like that you have a little bit of different alter egos to create, when it comes to tapping into your music and all that. I appreciate that. I know your listeners do too, so thank you for that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes. We got a few more of y'all tapping in. Shout out to Rap Neek. What's poppin' LA? We got Joe 1992 in here. What's poppin' LA? We got our fam in here, PAV84. And we got my girl, Official Marie Polo. Hey, sis. What's poppin' LA? Well, I know you're an artist who's been in the scene since the early 90s. So I kind of want to know what has been your biggest reward and challenge this far throughout your journey?
Well, it's really widespread because back in like the 90s when I was a part of the Lifers Group Rappers, right, we was Grammy nominated, you know what I mean, for our album Living Proof, for the single Belly of the Beast and The Real Deal. But back then the whole idea was to kind of like share with the youth, right? Share with the peers, put it that way, the peers, because they was our age in the streets and everything, you know what I'm saying? And, we didn't want them to end up, with the life that we was ending up with, you know what I'm saying? By the mistakes that we made, right? So it started out, we talking to our peers. And then as it evolved, like now, right, is we're talking to the youth, So, you know
Yes, of
what I
course,
mean?
of
Yeah.
course.
So, because we older than that, you know what I mean? But we
Yes.
still listen to hip hop.
Y'all
We
are the
love the
pioneers
culture.
to the game now.
Yeah. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So that's how
Yes.
that came about.
I like that. And it just goes to show, going from, being one of those ones that's kind of started out in the music scene to being Grammy nominated. I mean, so many achievements, throughout the years. And I know you were in the scene, from the 90s. So you've seen kind of like the brink of, hip hop, the how it's evolved and what it's come
Yeah.
to today. So I like that you were kind of able to witness that scene, and now you're kind of giving us, the route, being the pioneers to the scene, tapping in with us. So I like that you're like, first I'm talking to the peers, now you're talking to the youth. So I appreciate that you're tapping in and having your journey, continuing your legacy go on. So much respect to you and the squad, because I know there's a lot of you.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, let's
Yeah.
talk about the single, the remix version of your track X Gangsta,
Ex-gang.
produced by Vinny Idol. So I want to know, what was it like putting this song out? Because I know the remix comes out tomorrow, June 1st. So speak on it all.
So, all right. So, ex gangster is the movement, right?
Yes.
So, it's X in front of the gangster, right? So, we no longer trying to be on that gangster. You understand
Yes.
what I'm talking about? So that's why it's ex gangster instead of
Yes.
just gangster, right? So the thing is to try to get like, yeah, we used to be on that dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Hard, right? Hard. Like my life was like the town.
Yeah.
And the brother that I rhyme with, right? Lottie Da, he not here today, but Lottie Da, he did 30 years in the prison system. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I mean, like we was on that. That's what we was on. The streets, that was, that was our life. So ex gangster is the movement, and it's a disclaimer
Yeah.
to being on that dumb stuff. But
Yes.
MAD is the alter ego that will go
Yes.
there. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
It really needs to be.
yeah,
MAD can't go there.
hmm yeah,
Yes. Yes. And it just goes to show, it's like, yeah, we're about that life. We'll always be about that life, but there's so much more to talk about. There's so much more that we can kind of shed light on. So I like the fact that you're like, hey, I'm not hiding my truth. I lived through it, but I'm showing y'all there's another route, another way, another journey. So I
yeah.
like that you're one of those ones that's kind of like, hey, like I'm all about sharing my story, but there's a future that comes with that story. So I'm excited to hear the remix to the track, so it's just kind of like taking us on a journey as far as where you've gone as an artist. So very excited for that. Can't wait to share that with everybody. So
Yeah, the remix single is out now. The video
yes,
comes out
there's a video.
Yeah, the
The
video
video.
comes out tomorrow.
Yes, yes. So if y'all have not yet heard the track, be sure to tap into that. And the visual comes out tomorrow. Let me and the team know, because we would love to tap in, share it, and let everybody, tap in with the message. So super excited for that.
That's
And
what's
also,
up.
I don't know if I mentioned, if you're ever interested in getting your music played on Sirius XM, HBCU radio, which is channel 142, let me know. I'd love to try to get some of your tracks on there as well.
Just holler at me. You know.
Yes,
Just
I got
holler at me.
you.
You can always do that. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to CJ9, Whatspoppinla. We got Batowski in here. What's up, y'all? Thank you for joining. Appreciate y'all. Well, I want to know, how do you feel that the hip hop scene has evolved and changed over the years? Because I know, for me, I would just say, as not someone who makes music, but just that's been listening to music, always been a fan of music, it's evolved so much from like tapes to CDs to MP3, so to now just streaming songs. So I feel like you're one of those ones that's kind of like been through it the most, seeing everything evolve as far as hip hop. So what do you feel
Yeah.
like has evolved the most as an artist? Because me as a listener, I feel like it's evolved from hearing the music. So how's it evolved as far as being a creator of music?
Well, what I mean, in the beginning, it was like you said, it was tapes, it was CDs, it was vinyl, which they trying to get back to vinyl, actually,
Yes, yes,
right?
you can see the
But
vinyls up here. I be
yeah,
collecting them. So yeah,
yeah,
we definitely getting back to
yeah.
the vinyls.
And then it
Yes,
was like, but in general though, right? In general, the grind is the
yeah,
same. Even though, what I mean, you might not be selling CDs or tapes out the trunk of your car, or sending promo packages, you know what I'm saying, and running up on artists with your tape and all this
yeah,
old type of stuff. You might not be doing that, but the grind is the same. It's just,
yeah.
now you're using
The
the
hustle's
internet.
still there.
Now,
The
yeah, now
hustle's
you're
there.
using the internet. You know what I'm saying? To get your music out, to stream it. You know what I mean? And you can, more people can hear it. So it evolved that way, but it also evolved in terms of lyrics,
Yes.
right? Because you know the '90s was about lyrics, was about talent, right?
Yes.
It
Being
was
that
it was
MC.
yeah, it was hardcore hip hop, '90s hardcore hip. That I love the '90s the best when it
Yes.
comes to hip hop, right?
Yes.
'90s was just hardcore. Then you went into this mumble phase. You know what I'm saying? Where they was just mumbling, right? Then they
Yes.
kind of like came back
Yes.
around, right,
Yes.
to actually spitting bars, right?
Yes.
And that's when you actually see the talent. That's when you actually see the talent when they actually
Exactly.
spit those bars. Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
separates them from the rest. I feel it.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. And it just goes to show, like, you know, no matter throughout the years, music's always gonna be there. It's just different forms. We streaming it now versus playing the tape. But I feel like you said, the hustle's always there. You're not running up to people, hey, play my tape. You're just out there in a bigger platform, we can access it in a different way. I know we used to have to download our songs one by
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
It's all at once now. So
yeah.
it's evolved in a great way. But that hustle that you've always had since then, it's always been there. So I like that you've always continued that journey, and you've been able to witness, like, hey, like you said, you love '90s hip hop, and I feel like I've been tapping in with a lot of, you know, documentaries. Well, I wouldn't say documentary, but a series that I'm on right now is the Wu-Tang Clan series. It's on Hulu, and it's kind of like seeing them, what they've come to be today. You know, one of the biggest groups, and I just feel like, you know, their hustle, not wanting to stop, getting out there, putting in that work, and look where they are today. Like, same with you, that work you've been putting in, and, you know, look at your journey. So I respect those out there hustling and still maintaining. So
I mean,
much
if you
respect
look
to you.
at like Wu Tang, you know what I mean, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? They gave you the blueprint. Like really, they
Exactly.
really gave you the blueprint on
Exactly.
how to, you know, stay on top of your dream, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's 30 years for us, right? And
Yes.
we're still not where we want to be, but we still grinding and we still
Still got
stepping.
that hustle, still
Exactly.
that hustle mentality, that passion's still there. So
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. So it just goes to show those that have a dream, keep going, keep getting out there, keep hustling, and everything's gonna fall into place. Look at me and you. Now we're up here chopping it up. The rest is history. I got a homie out there in New Jersey. You got a homegirl in LA. So I mean, and like you said, like, everything's evolving. So I can't wait to see the journey. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, of course.
Yeah.
Well, as an artist who means what they say in their music, especially in your lyrics, I kind of want to know, where does your musical inspiration come from?
It comes from different places. It could come from me and Lottie could be talking while we driving, and an idea come, you know what I'm saying, while we driving. Oh, this is a good title, or you know what I'm saying, or it'll be something, a beat. We hear a beat, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, or we hear somebody, he'll spit a ball, or I spit a ball, and it'd be like, oh, let's turn that into a song. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying? So
yes,
inspiration comes from all over, but the foundation of it is the fact that we write what we live. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like, this
exactly.
is what we experienced, and this is what we don't want you to experience.
Yeah,
Because it's a saying that, you know what I mean, hard men make easy times.
yeah,
But easy times make soft men.
yeah.
And soft men make hard times.
Yep,
You feel me? So
yeah.
it's that cycle,
So I was
right?
about to say, it's a cycle.
Yeah, it's that
Yes,
cycle. Like,
yes,
if he
and it
was
just,
here, if he was here right now, he'll tell you about the psychological effects, you know what I mean,
yeah,
that the prison institutions have on different
yeah,
individuals. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
yeah,
no matter how hard you is, no matter how thorough you is, no matter how sturdy you is, no matter how strong you is, you don't really want to have to live that life, because
exactly.
that's not a life to live. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for you to be one of those that, you know, have overcome challenges to get to where you are today, I have the most respect for you, teaching others, like, hey, this is the route that I went through, and this is the option that you can choose. I kind of want to know, what's some advice that you can give to someone trying to better themselves and overcome challenges that they are facing today.
I mean, don't get caught up on the hype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stay and watch the end of the movie. Because when you watch the end of the movie, you see that gangster that you was cheering for. He either got killed or got forever and a day in the penitentiary. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So yeah, stay and watch the end of the movie, because it ain't
Yeah.
pretty. The streets don't love you. They
Exactly.
don't love you like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Don't just stop for the previews and don't just go to the ending. You gotta watch the whole journey.
The whole movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna have to start thinking like that in my daily things, because you know we always want to just kind of get to the end. We always want to rush. We always want to see what happens, but just enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey, enjoy everything that comes in between. Because if that's the case, we all would have went to the end of the movie instead of watching the whole thing. So yeah, I like that. That's some wisdom you dropping today. Okay, be wise, dropping that wise talk. I like that. Shout out to
Be wise
Rep.
in me.
Yes, no, I love it. I love it. We need to hear that from time to time. Shout out to my family, Be Real. What's poppin' LA? We got Ridgebound ENT in the building. Hey, fam. We got Latita in here, 1967. Hey, thank you so much.
No, that's Lottie. No, that's Lottie Dot.
Lottie Dot.
Yeah, that's Lottie Dot.
Yes. What's up, Lottie Dot?
Strictly Street.
Thank you so much for tapping it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to talk about, me listening to your music. I feel like listening to your music, I feel like it's clear that you represent, pure hip hop, rap, everything that comes with it. So I kind of want to know, are there some artists that you feel that you consider that represents true hip hop and rap? Because I feel like some that come to mind is, like you said, Jay-Z, the Tupacs, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. So who are some artists that you feel like, definitely taps into that pure hip hop?
I mean, I'm from like the NWA, the Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean, the Dr. Dre era, you know what I mean, Cool G Rap, Scarface, that's me right there. I
like
feel
that. Yeah.
Right.
And all those was, like you said, the 90s, the start of the journey.
Yeah, but that's not saying that I don't like these new rappers, because I do. You know what I mean? Like the Amigos, like they just flavor. They just give a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel them. But you got, like, it's a young lady that's out now, you know what I mean? That's just like, she hits you right in the heart. Her name is Scarlett, right? Big up to Scarlett, right? So, I'm like, like that's that hardcore, like I can't get away from that hardcore hip hop.
Yeah.
I can't get away from that. I mean, we got the Nas's, you know what I'm saying? We got the, you know what I mean, Big Daddy Kane, LL with his lyrics.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Can't forget
like,
LL.
Yeah,
and speaking of LLs, the Jay-Z's, like, look how they've come about. Like, they started in music. Now Jay-Z got the title. He has his alcohol. LL Cool J's in the acting. So it's like so many as far as music, they've come a long way, and I feel like those are the ones that have kind of pioneered the ways, and especially when it comes to their lyrics. Like, you're a lyricist. Not only are you an artist, a rapper, you're a lyricist, and the fact that, like, you're a lyricist, we can hear, like, the pain, we can hear the happiness, the joy. So the fact that we're able to kind of hear the same, things that you are, that separates you from the rest. So always let us feel that what you're feeling, whether it's that pain, because sometimes, we love a good feel-good track, turn-up vibe, but sometimes we're like, dang, we just want to sit back and think, like, overcome whatever we're going through. So thank you for always being that artist that is giving us that journey, because y'all don't have to do that, but the fact that you do that, that's dope. So much respect to you, Be Wise. I appreciate that.
We love what we do. I work out the 50 Cent.
Yes, exactly.
I work out the 50 Cent. That's many men.
Many men with death upon me. Yeah, don't make us go there. Don't make us go there. But yeah, like you can hear all that. And it's like, damn, like, who's after me now? Like, you know what I mean? You just want to go in and get it. So thank you for always being that type of artist. Never step away from that, because that definitely, taps you in and connects you with the listeners, because we feel that. We genuinely feel that. Shout out to my homie DJ Arturo. What's up, fam? What's poppin' LA? Thank you for joining. Well, as an artist who is signed to their own label, I think that's really dope. Y'all have a label. What is the advantages of being in your own label, and what was it like putting this, label together? I want to know about the journey. Speak on that.
I mean, like when I first came home in '94, right? I started Strictly Street Records, but then I stayed out for a while, and then I got caught up with the feds, and I ended up doing 17 and a half years with the feds, right, in the penitentiary. So, you know what I mean? So then when I came home, and then Lottie came home, right? So then me and Lottie got together, and we said, okay, let's revive and wake back up Strictly Streets, but let's call it Strictly Streets Entertainment, right? So we, that's what we did. We came together and we put together Strictly Streets Entertainment. And
Yeah.
the pros with that is the fact that we, can't nobody tell us what to say and what not to
Yeah.
say. You feel me? We can say what we want to say and get and do what we want to do, under that
Exactly.
label, right? Because that's us. We only accountable to ourselves.
Yeah. And it just goes to show it's like y'all got that dream, y'all got that hustle, and the possibilities are endless. Now it's like, hey, who else like wants to tap in and join? I know y'all got a few members on y'all team. Y'all are
Yeah.
glowing and growing every day. So it
Yeah.
just goes to show, like, if you want to work hard for something, make it your own. Get out there, start that business, start that dream. It's never too small, it's never too big. Go out and get it. So
Yeah.
I like that you're one of those ones that's not only the pioneer for music, but a pioneer as far as being a businessman, being a hustler, being a mentor. I feel like you're all of those as far as, having your own label and being an artist. So shout out to you, shout out to everybody that, is in Strictly Streets Entertainment, because y'all getting it. Y'all getting
Yeah, we
it.
trying to do our thing, shout outs to NBC,
Yes.
the NBC, Natural Born Cannons, they under Strictly Streets,
Yes.
right? You're gonna be hearing from them
Yes.
soon. Yeah, you
Shout out
hear
to
from
all
them.
the fam. And it's dope that you're one of those ones that's like, hey, if I'm out here trying to get in, make it in the music scene, let me tap in and start my own label. So I think that's dope. So shout out to all y'all on the squad. We appreciate y'all. Speaking of squad, shout out to my homie DJ Danny Rojas, What's Poppin' LA. We got the homie Brian in here, What's Poppin' LA. Thank y'all for joining. Well, I'm a little curious and I'm a little nosy. I want to know, what's one of your favorite home cooked meals?
Um, Shrimp scampi,
Ooh, okay. Some
right?
seafood. I like that. I like
Shrimp
that.
scampi, but not with
Okay.
rice, with noodles,
So how
with,
you doing?
with the
Let's see.
spaghetti.
Put me on game real
I
quick.
like, I like, I like it with the thin spaghetti,
Okay.
right? Chopped
That
garlic.
angel, that angel
No,
hair. I
not
think it's called angel hair.
no, not angel hair, thin spaghetti.
Oh, thin
Because
spaghetti.
right,
Okay.
because the angel hair don't hold the flavor of the garlic, right?
Oh, okay.
And the oil.
That's the hidden secret.
Right. So the thin spaghetti will hold the flavor of the garlic oil, right? The
Okay.
garlic and olive oil. You know what I mean? So that with the shrimp and everything, and then I put tuna fish in it to give it body.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay. Yeah. So that's that hidden
Yeah,
secret.
yeah. Can be my favorite.
Okay. I like it. I love seafood myself too.
Yeah.
I like the fried shrimp. I love putting it in fettuccine as well. So I'm
Okay.
a big seafood fan myself. So now I'm
I
hungry.
like I
So
like
thank you
all
for
I like
that.
all seafood. I like all seafood. Yeah,
Yes, yes. We don't discriminate when it comes to seafood. Okay.
I like all.
Shout out to my girl Katrina. Hey Katrina, West Pop in LA. Well, I want to know, what do you enjoy the most about being an artist? Is it you getting out there, tapping in with your listeners? Is it you having a message that you'd like to share? What do you enjoy the most?
All the above.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean? All the
right.
above.
All the
Like,
above.
intermingling with the people, talking to the people, performing for the people, all that. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
feeling, that feeling you get. Like, we just shot the remix. Like I just said, we just shot the remix to Ex Gangster. We
Yes.
was
Video
out.
drops tomorrow,
Yeah,
y'all.
we was
Big
out.
one.
We was out in New York with that. We received much love. You know what I mean? Out there shooting that video in New York, right?
Yes.
So, shouts to New York, man. We love you over here,
Yes.
right?
Yes. New
So,
York in
yeah,
the building, LA
yeah,
in the building, Jersey in the building.
mm,
We all here.
yeah.
Yes. And it just goes to show 2023, it's like we just keeping the momentum going all year long. So what do you have in store for us, for the rest of the year? I know you're dropping new visuals, one coming out tomorrow. I know you got some new music on the way. So what are you
Yeah.
currently working on that you're most excited about?
Well, two things. We working on two things. We working on the new album Ghost,
Yes.
right? The new album Ghost. Ghost, the
Yes.
song, the single Ghost is out now, but we
Okay.
working on the new album Ghost, and I'm working on a solo project called Mad, right? Called
Yes.
Mad. So that'll be probably like mid to end summer. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Mid to eight. But the single to that drops the 18th, June 18th.
Yes. Okay, in a couple weeks. A couple
Yeah,
weeks. So
that's
you
the
got a lot of
single.
heat coming very
The
soon.
single is called That Lion.
Lion. Ooh. Okay. What was the meaning behind the title? Was there like a certain inspiration? What
No,
made you want to title it that?
my character, my heart is that of a lion,
Yeah.
right? So, you know what I mean? So that's how that song came about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Very excited. For those that haven't yet tapped into the video that's dropping tomorrow, be sure to listen to the track. The visuals out tomorrow. And yeah, he has a lot of new heat coming soon. So y'all better stay tuned. Shout out to Flow9, What's Poppin' LA. Thank you for joining us. We'll have a few more questions and I'll let you go. But I want to know, what is one message that you would like to give to your fans?
You live the life you live from the life you choose.
Yes.
I mean, so if you choose negativity, then that's what you're gonna receive, negativity. If you choose positive, then you're gonna receive positivity. So it's, you know, it's all that, and stand solid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
10 toes down, stay solid. Yeah, and I feel like we're so easy to kind of want to be negative, want to be down, want to be in that funk. But it's like, you know, it's so easy to do that. Why not, you know, be in a positive mood? Why don't you get out there, follow that passion, do what makes you happy? Because, you know, good things happen to those that, you know, work hard, dream big, get out there. And, you know, there's so many times we could just be negative and we just get out there and do our thing. So, and always stay 10 toes down, stay solid. That's always 100. Be solid to those. I know you got your Strictly Streets Entertainment. You staying solid to your fam, and I feel like that's definitely what it's all about. Take care of those who take care of you.
What's up.
Yes, I like that. I like that. Well, where can we hear your music? I know you're on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Let them know.
All major media sites. All major media sites. Just tap in B-Wise, aka MAD, and Lottie Dot, or Strictly Street Records, but make sure you spell Strictly with a K.
Yeah. With a K, y'all. It'll pop right up.
So you can go on our YouTube channel, right? Strictly Streets Entertainment YouTube channel. Facebook, Strictly Streets Entertainment, Strictly Streets IG, right? The IG channel.
Yeah.
Strictly Streets Entertainment has another channel. You know what I mean? So, you know, we all over the place. Twitter.
Yes. They coming in hot, y'all. Y'all can find them anywhere. Y'all can find them anywhere.
Just type us in.
We'll pop up. Yes, of course. And there was so many of y'all that tapped in. I did not have time to shout all y'all out. I apologize, but me and B-Wise, we saw y'all. So is there anybody that you want to shout out to, show love to, say what's up to?
Man, so many people, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the Lifers Group official, Lifers Group rappers, right? Shout outs to Lottie Da, shout outs to Champagne, shout outs to NBC, you know what I mean? Shout outs to Ralph Alvarez, right? Vinny Idol, you know what I'm saying? MO Sound Group, Push Buttons, right? Big Dub, Double O Productions, right? There's just so many people. I shout out all the people that support me, that's with me, the day ones, you know what I mean, and the day twos.
Yes. We see y'all. And I want to shout you out, B-Wise. You know, thank you so much. I know we've been trying to set this up for a long time, and I know you've been so busy with your music. We've both been busy, but we made this happen. And like I said, like we just getting started. So I hope you're ready. I'm very excited to see the visual that drops tomorrow. I'm excited to hear the new music that's dropping very soon. So be sure to keep me and the team in the loop. Anytime we got new projects, visuals, send that my way.
Shout outs to you and What's Poppin' LA.
Oh, thank you so much. You already know. We got New Jersey in the building, so you already know. And also, like I had mentioned earlier, if you're ever interested in getting your music played on Sirius XM, HBC Radio, let me know. We'll talk more after the interview. And last but certainly not least, my team and I, we're going to get started on your blogs very soon. So once those are ready, I'll be sure to send you the links so you can share them with everybody, okay?
No doubt.
Yes. And before I let you go, can you do me a huge favor? Can you say, my name is B-Wise, and I want to know what's poppin' LA?
My name is B-Wise. It's your man, M.A.D., Strictly Streets. You know what I mean? The Scarface of the East Coast. What's poppin' L.A.? Yeah.
Yes, that's right. My name is Angie, the host of What's Poppin' LA. This is B-Wise, and this is What's Poppin' LA. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Enjoy.